I am the one who formed your heart and breathed life into your being. Every moment of your existence is known to me. I see each thought as it moves through your mind, and I hear every cry that rises from the depths of your soul. There is nothing hidden from my sight, no emotion too insignificant for my attention. Even in the moments when you have felt overlooked or forgotten, I have never turned away from you. My desire is to show you each day how precious you are to me, to remind you that no sorrow or uncertainty can separate you from my presence. When fear weighs heavily upon your spirit, when doubts cloud your mind, remember that I am with you always, going before you, making a way where you see none. I have watched you grow, stumble, and find your way again. Every trial you have faced, every challenge you have endured, I have seen it all. In your hardest moments, you have reached out to me, and in return, I have drawn near with boundless compassion. My love does not wane when you struggle. It does not diminish when you doubt. Instead, it grows stronger, lifting you above the shadows that seek to steal your hope. When you feel weary, come and rest in my embrace. When you feel vulnerable, let me shield you with the warmth of my everlasting care. You are here for a reason, and your life is a testament to my promise to remain by your side through all seasons. There is no need to hold back your tears in my presence. I see your pain, and I understand it completely. When you release the burdens that weigh on your heart, you open yourself to the healing I long to give. Do not think that you must present yourself as perfect before me. I know your strengths, but I also see your flaws. I see the moments you have regretted, the choices that have left you feeling unworthy. But my love is not based on perfection. It is boundless and unchanging. I am here to set you free from the guilt that seeks to imprison you, and the regrets that whisper you are not enough. In my eyes, you are more precious than you can imagine. My intention is to lead you forward, not to keep you in the past. I take your hand with patience and gentleness, guiding you toward the beauty of forgiveness and the depth of restoration I offer. When challenges loom before you like towering giants, you may wonder if you have the strength to continue. Let me assure you, you are far stronger than you believe. My spirit dwells within you, renewing your strength with each new day. Yes, obstacles will arise, storms will rage, and voices may try to convince you that you are not capable. But in those trying moments, do not turn away from me. Let my words fill your heart with light and truth. When confusion threatens to overwhelm you, I will be your clarity. When exhaustion overtakes you, I will be your source of renewal. When you feel lost, I will guide you back to the safe path of hope and certainty. There may be times when you feel you have strayed too far, made too many mistakes, or drifted beyond my reach. Shame may try to convince you that you cannot return. But hear me now. That is not true. There is no distance too great, no failure too severe that my love cannot bridge. Every time you feel lost, I am ready to welcome you back. I do not see you as broken beyond repair. I see beyond your struggles to the person you truly are, the one I created with purpose. You have a role on this earth that no one else can fulfill. Even if doubts cloud your mind, I believe in you. My mercy is new every morning, cleansing you, renewing your spirit like fresh dew upon the earth. Bring your worries, your fears, your anxieties to me. Pour out your heart without hesitation, and I will respond with comfort, reassurance, and the strength you need to rise above every trial. I care deeply about every detail of your life, your family, your friendships, your work, and even the silent prayers you keep hidden in your heart. Nothing about you is overlooked. Every dream you hold close, every worry you try to carry alone, I see it all. But you were never meant to bear these burdens on your own. Give them to me. Let go of the tension that grips your heart. And breathe, deeply receiving the peace I long to give you. If the path ahead seems long and uncertain, do not be alarmed. I have already measured every mile and prepared the answers you seek. You are not facing this world alone. My presence is a refuge, a sanctuary where you can find rest whenever you call upon me. Keep trusting in my power, and do not let fear steal your courage. If you stumble, I will be there to lift you up, to wipe away the dust, and to remind you that nothing, not failure, not fear, not the trials of this world, can separate you from my everlasting love. Doubt and discouragement may try to creep in, convincing you that I am distant, but I am closer than you realize. I know your inner battles. I know the thoughts that bring you closer to me and the ones that pull you into despair. When you hold onto my words, you will find hope flowing like a river through your soul. Even when your faith trembles, I will transform obstacles into stepping stones, mourning into dancing, and sorrow into joy. The voices of negativity may be loud, but my voice is stronger, filled with truth and love. I have been with you since the moment you entered this world, and I will never leave you. Life may not always be easy. Trials will come, and challenges will arise. But in the midst of every difficulty, know that I am working for your good. Even when the road ahead is unclear, trust that I have a plan, a purpose, and a future prepared for you. Do not let worries consume you. Do not allow anxiety to take hold. Instead, lean on me. Let my peace guard your heart. I have gone before you, making a way where there seemed to be none. Every blessing, every answered prayer, even every unanswered question is part of my greater plan. Though you may not understand everything now, know that I am guiding each step with unwavering love. If you feel burdened by the weight of the world, take heart. I see your struggles, and I do not dismiss them. I extend my hand so you can find strength and deliverance. You were not meant to bear these burdens alone. Trust that I am turning impossibilities into testimonies of grace. My plans for you are not for destruction, but for a life overflowing with love, purpose, and new beginnings. Surrender your fears, and let me lead you toward a horizon filled with peace and fulfillment. In your moments of deepest pain, when words fail and only tears remain, know that I am there. Speak to me from the raw depths of your heart, for I understand your sorrow even before a single tear falls. My presence is not limited by time or distance. I can reach into your darkest hour and plant a seed of hope that will blossom in time. Take courage, for you are never forsaken. You are mine, and I have always called you by a name that reflects my love. Beloved, cherished, treasured. You are more than you know, and I will always be with you. I am the one who brings healing, teaches forgiveness, and restores bonds that once seemed beyond repair. If you place your home, your heart, and your relationships in my hands, you will witness transformation unfolding gradually, day by day. Change is not always immediate, but if you open your doors to my influence, you will see how bitterness begins to lose its grip, making way for empathy and a newfound willingness to listen. Do not become discouraged if progress is slower than you desire. Every time you choose love, every time you pray, every time you speak kindness into existence, you are creating space for miracles to manifest in the hearts of those around you. Seasons of loneliness may come, moments when it seems that people have drifted away, but I want you to remember this truth. I have never left your side. Human relationships, no matter how deeply cherished, can falter. Even good friends may disappoint, move on, or misunderstand. But my love stands firm, unwavering through every season of your life. Let me fill the emptiness that sometimes gnaws at your soul, so you no longer seek validation in places that harm your heart. Draw near to me, and I will be your constant companion, a friend who truly understands every facet of you. Share with me your joys and your sorrows, knowing that I will never shame you for your weaknesses, nor betray the secrets you entrust to me. My care for you is boundless, and I delight in every moment you spend in my presence. When destructive habits or patterns threaten to pull you away from the path of peace, remember that I provide a way out. Temptations and addictions may feel like unshakable chains, but my power is stronger than anything that seeks to enslave you. I invite you into the freedom I have prepared for you. Surrender those harmful inclinations and ask for my help daily. This does not mean you will never be tempted again, but it does mean that you have a source of strength that never fails. Gradually, as you lean on me, you will break free from the cycles that once dragged you down. Each victory, no matter how small, is worth celebrating. I stand ready to encourage you when you feel weak, reminding you that you are not defined by your struggles, but by the grace that empowers you to overcome them. There will be moments when you question your worth, your purpose, or your abilities. You may look at yourself and think you lack the talents, resources, or opportunities that others seem to have in abundance. Do not measure yourself by the world's standards. Look to me, and I will show you the gifts I have placed within you. Gifts waiting to be discovered, nurtured, and unleashed for a unique mission. You were created with a distinct combination of strengths, dreams, and experiences that set you apart. If you yield those qualities to my direction, you will accomplish things beyond what you ever imagined. My definition of success is not the same as the world's. I value humility, integrity, and love above any earthly accolade. As you walk in alignment with my heart, you will find fulfillment that surpasses any fleeting achievement or applause. Do not fear what the future holds. Many voices may predict disaster, chaos, and uncertainty, instilling fear about tomorrow. But when you stand under my care, you can be certain of one thing. I remain in control even when the world seems unstable. I am your rock, your anchor in every storm. My promises to you cannot be undone by any earthly circumstance. Hold on to the assurance that you are safe with me. Your faith is a shield, protecting you from hopelessness. Keep it strong by staying close to me, surrounding yourself with reminders of my love, whether through my words of truth, uplifting songs, or the presence of those who share the same hope. The storms will come, but they will not sweep you away. With my spirit as your guide and my light piercing through the darkest clouds, you will face them with courage. If anger or resentment has taken root in your heart due to past injustices, release those burdens into my hands. Let me uproot the bitterness and replace it with peace. Forgiveness does not mean condoning the wrongs done to you. It means freeing your soul from the weight of revenge. It is an act of remarkable strength, not weakness. It sets your heart on a path of healing and opens a door for my grace to work in places it could not reach before. Trust me to handle what is beyond your control. Even the smallest act of faith touches my heart, for it shows a willingness to believe that I can do more than you can achieve on your own. Do not worry that your faith is insufficient. Focus on the faith you do have, even if it feels small. Plant it in the soil of my promises and watch it grow into a mighty force. Each time you trust me instead of giving in to worry, each time You rely on my strength rather than your own. Your faith deepens. Over time, you will look back and marvel at how far you have come, realizing that your struggles were never wasted. They were the training ground where your reliance on me became unshakable. I know that sometimes you hesitate to come to me in prayer, fearing you lack the right words or that you are not spiritual enough. Please understand. I delight in even the simplest conversation from your heart. Speak to me as you would to a dear friend. Share your joys, your frustrations, your dreams, and your doubts. There is nothing you cannot tell me. When you invite me into your thoughts, it pleases me beyond measure. I meet you where you are, whether your prayer is eloquent or no more than a sigh. My love for you does not depend on polished words, but on the sincerity of your heart. At times, the pressures of the world may make you feel that you are not doing enough, that you must push harder, move faster, or meet impossibly high expectations. Breathe, my child. I did not create you to burn out under the weight of constant demands. I designed you to experience both meaningful work and restorative rest. Know that it is good to pause, to take a break, and to recharge when exhaustion sets in. Your worth is not defined by how much you accomplish. You are already loved and valued beyond measure. If you carry the weight of past failures, remember that I have the power to transform even your worst mistakes into something beautiful. Nothing is too broken for me to mend. I specialize in redemption. Bring me your regrets and trust that my plans for you remain intact. Each step you take toward me is a step away from the shadows that once held you captive. Keep believing that I can breathe life into the areas you thought were beyond restoration. When life tempts you to think I have abandoned you, recall the many times I have guided, protected, and comforted you. My intervention may not always be obvious, but I am constantly at work, shielding you in ways beyond your understanding. Each morning, know that I have already gone ahead of you, preparing new mercies for that day. Listen to my voice of grace, encouragement, and second chances. Let yourself dream again. The desires that linger in your heart are not foolish. Dare to believe that I can bring them to life in ways that bless not just you, but others as well. Hope endures even in the darkest seasons. Stand firm in the truth that I am the source of genuine hope. Your life has meaning because I created you with intention. Trust me and move forward in faith, knowing that I am always with you, sustaining you with unending love. Do not let the voices of doubt and fear silence the truth I have placed within you. Amidst the noise of life, there is a quiet refuge in my presence, a place of stillness and assurance where your soul can lay down the burdens it has been carrying for so long. In that sacred space, you can breathe without fear, release the worries that weigh you down, and weep if you need to. There is no shame in your sorrow, no condemnation in your weariness. In my presence, you are safe. Know with certainty that you are never alone, never beyond my reach, and never without my guidance. Even in the most uncertain and confusing seasons of life, I walk beside you, steadying your steps and illuminating your path. There will be moments when old memories resurface, stirring up regret or shame. The past may replay in your mind, and you might wish you could change certain decisions. But I urge you to see that I am doing something new within you, a work of restoration that does not dwell on past mistakes. I do not define you by your failures. Instead, I see your willingness to grow, to learn, to extend compassion, and to walk in wisdom. If you continue to fixate on the things you cannot alter, you will struggle to embrace the grace I am offering you. Allow my love to wash over those memories, cleansing them of their power to wound you. Through my forgiveness, you will gain a broader perspective on who you are becoming, and you will discover that no chapter in your life is beyond redemption. When you surrender it to me, I see the battles you fight in your thoughts. Sometimes your mind drifts to worst-case scenarios, imagining difficulties that may never come to pass. Other times, you wrestle with unresolved issues, questioning whether you have the strength to overcome them. In these moments, turn your attention to me. I am the source of true peace, and I have promised to strengthen your mind when you fix your heart upon me. You do not need to suppress or deny your worries. Simply bring them into my light, where I can show you that no situation is beyond my ability to handle. Even when solutions do not come quickly, the very act of drawing near to me will calm your anxieties and grant you the clarity you need to move forward. Let my compassion fill you, especially in the hours when your mind is restless with sorrow, when the weight of the unknown presses upon you, or when regret's whisper lies into your heart. Do not allow these burdens to pull you away from me. Let them drive you closer. If you do not know what to pray or struggle to find the right words, remember that I already know your heart. A simple cry of "help me" or "be with me" is enough to move my hand. Even when you cannot articulate your pain, I hear the silent plea of your spirit, and I am right there to hold you. Take a moment to notice the breath in your lungs, the pulse in your veins, and the light in your eyes. These are reminders that you remain under my sustaining power. Each new day brings a renewal of possibilities, and my mercy is offered to you without limit. You do not need to fear the unknown, for my care extends into every hidden corner of tomorrow. Even now, I am preparing people, opportunities, and moments that will meet you at the right time. When discouragement sneaks in, question it. Remind yourself of the victories you have already experienced. You have faced challenges that once seemed insurmountable and emerged stronger. You have learned lessons that shaped you in ways you never expected. You have witnessed my love sustaining you in times of despair. Let these memories be anchors of hope when negativity tries to consume you. You are still here pressing forward because my strength has carried you. Do not believe for a moment that I am finished with you. What you see as an endpoint may very well be the doorway to a new beginning. I work all things together for good, and no setback is beyond my power to redeem. I do not take lightly the pain you feel or the tears you shed. Every tear is precious to me, for it carries the weight of your longing for healing and resolution. Whether you cry from loneliness, betrayal, confusion, or heartache, know that I gather those tears and transform them into testimonies of resilience. Do not be ashamed of your emotions. Healing often begins with honest release. Trust me not only with your joys, but also with your sorrows. I am capable of holding it all, and I desire to provide you with a peace that is deeper than any temporary comfort. When you struggle with forgiving those who have hurt you, remember that I see the pain behind your anger. Forgiveness does not mean excusing injustice or pretending it never happened. It means choosing not to let bitterness take root in your heart. I will walk with you on this path of healing, helping you release the burdens that keep you bound to past wounds. Where your ability to forgive falls short, my boundless grace will bridge the gap. In time, you will look back and realize that letting go created space in your heart for greater empathy and freedom. When you feel misunderstood or falsely accused, resist the urge to retaliate. I am your defender. Stand firm in integrity, speak the truth, and trust me to handle what is beyond your control. Your worth is not determined by human approval, but by the value I have placed upon you. No cruel word or unfair judgment can diminish the love I have for you. I have laid out a destiny for you, and no opposition can cancel my plan to complete the good work I have begun in your life. Even within your home, where tensions may arise, my presence can bring peace. Lift up the needs of those around you, trusting that I hold the key to every heart. When frustrations mount, invite my spirit to guide your words so they bring healing rather than division. Do not lose hope in reconciliation. I am the builder of bridges, even when they seem beyond repair. Keep praying, keep loving, and keep believing in restoration. As you look at the world around you, you may see brokenness, injustice, and suffering. That seems overwhelming. Do not be discouraged. Remember that I am love, and I have placed within you the power to reflect that love in meaningful ways. A single act of kindness, a heartfelt prayer, or a compassionate gesture can ripple outward, beyond what you can see. You are not called to fix everything, but you are called to shine where you are. Let your actions align with my heart, and trust that hope still exists. Whatever your work, whether caring for loved ones, studying, leading, or serving, invite me into it. Your labor has significance when done with a heart of love. I see your efforts and they matter. Do not measure your worth by titles or achievements, but by the sincerity with which you serve. In both great accomplishments and humble acts, I am present. When you seek guidance, bring your plans before me. Tell me your dreams, fears, and uncertainties, then listen for my voice. Sometimes I will close one door to open another. Trust that my timing, though different from yours, is always wise and loving. If there is a passion within you that aligns with compassion and integrity, do not ignore it. I have equipped you for a purpose. Know this: my love for you is not based on merit. You do not have to be flawless to receive my favor. I have loved you from the beginning, and nothing can change that. Wherever you go, I am with you. When you stumble, I help you rise. When you rejoice, I celebrate with you. When you weep, I bring comfort. My commitment to you is unshakable, and my love is everlasting. Walk forward in confidence, knowing that you are held, guided, and cherished beyond measure. Let your prayers be an open dialogue rather than a monologue. When you speak, also take moments to pause and listen. I do not always answer with thunderous revelations or dramatic signs. More often, my guidance comes in the form of quiet, yet profound impressions on your heart. You may experience a deep, abiding peace about a certain decision, or conversely, a subtle caution urging you to wait. Pay attention to these signals, for they are ways in which I communicate my will. If you ever sense an urge to reach out to someone, do so with a heart full of love. You might not always understand the significance of your actions, but trust that I am working through you. At times, you may feel compelled to step away from a particular situation. Do not ignore this prompting. It may be my way of shielding you from unseen harm. Learning to cultivate an attentive spirit will deepen your ability to discern my guidance. Mistakes along the way are inevitable, but do not let them discourage you. Each misstep can be transformed into an opportunity for growth when you remain connected to me. Try to see interruptions in your day not as inconveniences, but as potential moments of grace. Your carefully planned schedule might be disrupted by someone who needs a comforting word or a small act of kindness. Rather than resenting these detours, consider that I might be revealing an immediate need that only you can fulfill at that moment. When you follow these gentle nudges, you become a channel of blessing, and in the end, you too will feel enriched by the love you have shared. Keep your heart open, for some of the greatest impacts in life occur through unplanned, spontaneous interactions. You may sometimes feel that your life is too ordinary, that your influence is minimal, but I tell you, greatness in my eyes is not measured by fame or recognition, but by the faithfulness and love with which you live. Even the smallest gesture of selflessness can echo into eternity. Be faithful in the small things. Every step you take in kindness, every effort to restrain anger, every choice to forgive, and every attempt to be a light in someone's darkness creates a legacy more valuable than any earthly accolade. Lift your eyes toward the vastness of the sky and let it remind you that I am unlimited in creativity and possibility. Just as the horizon stretches far beyond what your eyes can see, so does my plan for your life exceed what you can presently conceive. When challenges arise, do not shrink back in fear. Remember that I walk beside you, giving you the courage to face every obstacle. You are not defined by your limitations, for I am the one who supplies strength in your weakness. Each new day is a chance to step forward with renewed faith. If you ever doubt your worth or wonder where you belong, seek my perspective. My words about you are unchanging. I call you valuable, chosen, and beloved. The world may bombard you with messages that contradict this truth, but return to my promises and let them anchor you. Feelings may fluctuate, but my steadfast presence remains constant. The more you dwell on my truth, the more you will experience a deep-seated assurance. You may not always feel strong, but as you abide in me, resilience and clarity about your identity will grow. Take time to find moments of praise in your life, even in the midst of difficulty. Gratitude has the power to shift your outlook and open your eyes to my faithfulness. Notice the small miracles: a kind word from a friend, the warmth of the sun after days of rain, a nourishing meal, or a moment of laughter in times of stress. These may seem like small comforts, but collectively, they reflect my hand at work in your life. As you cultivate gratitude, your heart will lighten, and a fresh sense of hope will arise, reminding you that you always have reasons to trust in a brighter tomorrow. Stay close to me when you are tempted by things that promise temporary pleasure but leave lasting damage. You may feel the pull of unhealthy habits, relationships, or distractions that offer escape from pain or responsibility. But these things cannot truly fill the space in your heart that only I can occupy. Be honest with yourself about what nourishes your soul versus what numbs it. I want you to live abundantly, which means shedding habits and influences that drain your spirit. If you struggle with recurring temptations, bring them to me. I will provide wisdom and self-control to help you. Stand firm. You do not have to fight these battles alone. Understand that I am a God of new horizons, always inviting you to grow, evolve, and thrive. You are not bound to old patterns or past failures. Each time you align your heart with mine, you step closer to the abundant life I desire for you. A life marked by emotional health, spiritual depth, and the joy of loving and serving others. Do not let discouragement convince you that change is impossible. It may be gradual, but step by step, you will witness my grace transforming your thoughts, healing your emotions, and renewing your purpose. I see the burdens you carry for those you love. You long for them to experience blessings, healing, or breakthrough in their struggles. Bring these concerns to me and seek my guidance on how best to support them. Love them without trying to control them, trusting that I am working in their lives in ways you cannot always see. It may be difficult to watch someone endure hardship, but know that I am at work in their story just as I am in yours. Pray for them. intercede on their behalf, and then leave space for me to move in their lives at the right time and in the right way. Even in moments of personal triumph, do not forget me. It is easy to turn to prayer and struggle, but I also delight in sharing your joy. When something wonderful happens, let your gratitude overflow, acknowledging that every good thing ultimately comes from my generosity. This posture of thankfulness strengthens our bond and opens your eyes to even more reasons to rejoice. Celebrate each blessing, large or small, and let gratitude become the rhythm of your life. I am not a distant observer, removed from your daily life. I am intimately involved, weaving compassion into the fabric of human existence through individuals like you. Each time you show kindness to a neighbor, encourage someone who feels unseen, or choose forgiveness over resentment, you become a vessel of my love. You do not walk this earth merely as an observer, but as a bearer of my grace. Every day presents new opportunities to extend empathy, patience, and care, reflecting my character to those who may never step into a place of worship or read sacred texts. Through your actions, they will see that love still thrives and that hope remains a powerful force. Life will bring both gains and losses, but know that I remain your constant anchor. No circumstance can separate you from my love. Though you may lose people, possessions, or illusions you once held dear, you will never lose me. I am fully committed to walking with you through every high and low. Place your confidence in this unchanging truth. You belong to me, and I am dedicated to your well-being. When your own strength feels insufficient, remember that my strength is made perfect in your weakness. There is no shame in acknowledging your limits. In fact, recognizing where you end and I begin is a crucial step toward spiritual maturity. Surrender the need for self-sufficiency and allow my boundless resources to sustain you. This is not giving up, it is opening yourself to the fullness of what I can do in and through you. Trust that remarkable things can unfold when your faith aligns with my power. Do not dismiss the stirrings within you, for they are gentle invitations from my heart to yours. These whispers are not to be ignored or brushed aside as fleeting emotions, but rather embraced as signals that I am calling you into deeper intimacy with me. I am extending to you an opportunity, a chance to experience my presence in a fuller, richer way than you have before. You may question whether you are worthy of such closeness, whether you are prepared or equipped for the depth I offer. Do not let these uncertainties hold you back. I do not require perfection, nor do I demand that you come with everything figured out. I equip those who are willing. If you simply come as you are with an open and earnest heart, I will meet you where you stand. I will pour into your life my wisdom, my presence, and my peace, transforming even the most ordinary moments into sacred encounters. Perhaps you have faced disappointments in your faith, times when you hoped for a certain outcome, only for things to unfold differently than you expected. It is natural to feel disheartened, but remember this: I see from a vantage point beyond your reach. There are times when I withhold what you desire because I am preparing something better. There are moments when I allow adversity because it fosters growth within you, shaping you for a greater purpose. You may not always understand the why behind your circumstances, but I assure you that I am always working for your good. Even in what feels like devastation, I am bringing about something beautiful. Hold on to hope, and in time, you will see how I have been weaving an intricate design for your benefit and for the blessing of those around you. When doubts about me arise, and they will, bring them to me directly. I am not afraid of your questions, your frustrations, or your uncertainties. True faith does not require blind acceptance. It flourishes through honest dialogue and openness. If something about the world or about what you believe troubles you, let me be part of your struggle. Seek wisdom in my words, in the counsel of those you trust, and in your own quiet reflections. Clarity will come, though it may arrive gradually. Sometimes it takes the form of a new understanding that shifts your perspective just enough to recognize my hand at work in places you previously overlooked. Allow my compassion to soften any cynicism that may have taken root in your heart. Life can be harsh, and witnessing suffering, injustice, or pain can cloud your outlook. But remember this: compassion is more powerful than cynicism. Let it lead you to pray for those who are hurting, to stand alongside those who feel alone, and to use your voice for those who have none. As you act out of genuine empathy, you become an instrument of my healing in a suffering world. And in doing so, your own faith is strengthened, your sense of purpose deepens, and you discover that even the smallest acts of kindness are not insignificant. Trust that I can multiply them in ways beyond your immediate sight. When you feel uncertain, questioning your direction, your achievements, or the meaning of your efforts, pause and refocus on the true purpose of your existence: to love me, to love others, and to walk in communion with the one who created you. When these guiding principles shape your decisions and relationships, clarity follows. The pursuit of material success is not inherently wrong, but it is not the measure of a fulfilled life. Instead, nurture trust, generosity, and connection with those around you. As you do, the emptiness you may feel will begin to fade, replaced by a deep sense of alignment with the purpose I have designed for you. Take comfort in knowing that I never run out of second chances. If you falter today, I am here to help you. Begin anew tomorrow. If you betray your conscience, I am ready to receive your repentance and guide you toward restoration. If you lose hope, I will patiently remind you that hope in me is never misplaced. The journey of faith is not about never falling. It is about rising again and again, knowing that I walk with you every step of the way. No failure, no mistake, no moment of doubt disqualifies you from my love. Let this truth take root in your heart, freeing you from guilt and empowering you to grow, to learn, and to try again. Life is full of changing seasons, childhood to adulthood, one career to the next, one place to another. Some transitions bring excitement, others sorrow, and still others uncertainty. Through every change, I remain your constant. The circumstances around you may shift, but I hold you through it all. Do not fear change. Instead, embrace it as an opportunity for new beginnings. If you feel afraid, acknowledge your fear before me, and let my presence be your steady foundation. No matter how unexpected the path before you may seem, trust that I am guiding you, and every season can bear fruit when you walk with me. When blessings come, share them. You were not created to hoard good fortune for yourself alone. Whether it is your time, your resources, your wisdom, or your kindness, be generous. Generosity reflects my nature, and as you practice it, you will experience a greater fullness in your own life. This is not about seeking personal gain. It is about participating in the cycle of love I have woven into creation. When you give freely, you become part of something far greater than yourself, and you will find that joy and abundance follow those who live with open hands. If you feel unprepared for the challenges ahead, trust that I am preparing you each day. The lessons you learn, sometimes in ways that seem small or insignificant, are shaping you for what is to come. Patience gained through minor frustrations, perseverance built through everyday struggles, these are strengthening you for greater tasks. Pay attention to the ways I teach you. whether through scripture, through experiences, through the people around you, or through the quiet stirrings of your heart. Over time, you will see that I have been molding you in ways you never expected, equipping you for a higher calling than you once imagined. When you notice the gap between who you are and who you desire to be, do not despair. That gap is not meant to discourage you. It is meant to inspire you toward growth. Where you see shortcomings, invite my guidance. Where you see opportunities for improvement, take small steps forward. This tension is not a burden but a tool, refining you into a person of greater love, patience, and courage. I work through your struggles, using them to shape your desires and direct your steps. Surrender them to me, and watch as I transform your disappointments into determination, your confusion into clarity, and your longing into compassionate action. Pause now, take a breath. Let it remind you of the life flowing within you, sustained by my spirit. Even amid the rush of responsibilities, take small moments to remember that I am here, that I love you, and that you can release your worries into my care. These pauses will ground you, reminding you that you are carried by a love far greater than any burden that seeks to weigh you down. Look around you. No one is beyond my love. Even those you struggle to understand, even those whose actions you disapprove of, are not beyond my reach. If you wrestle with judgment or resentment, bring that struggle to me. Ask me to help you. See the wounds behind their actions. Love does not mean tolerating injustice, but it does mean letting compassion guide your responses. Even firm truth, when spoken with love, carries the power to bring healing and change. I delight when you find joy in the simple things, a shared meal, the beauty of nature, a moment of laughter. These are gifts I have placed in your life, reminders of the goodness still present in the world. Treasure them. Let them fortify your spirit and cultivate gratitude, knowing that even amid trials, grace is waiting to be noticed. You are deeply loved. Walk forward with faith, knowing I will never leave your side. Amen.